wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Bee. So don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Hey, happy Thursday. It is a KVJ Show. Good morning. You guys look fresh and frisky today. I didn't know what to expect. I know our company Christmas party was last night. So you braiding Jaybird's hair on our social media, getting him all pretty for the ball.
Oh, she was real pretty.
Yeah.
It was a quick braid because somebody called this. She's supposed to get over, I think, at 3:15.
Okay.
She got there about 4:20. About 4:20 was a good time, though.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't smoke, but I arrived at 4:20.
Okay. That sounds about right. Okay, that's good. So you got Jaybird all gussied up and y'all headed off to the party, huh?
Yeah, well, when I got there, he had a beautiful bottle of champagne for me.
Aw.
And so I was nice and lubed up to braid his hair.
Wow, okay.
I treat my guests right.
Yeah, you do.
At Sasquatch Recordings.
Yeah, you do.
Well, she's also an artist.
Yes, she is. Did you take the braids out? You still got them in?
I took them out because I
Okay.
fell asleep with them on, and I woke up and looking like who did it and ran.
It's
Okay.
hard to keep braids. If you sleep
Yeah.
on them, they get all frayed.
Okay.
So you got to start from fresh.
I need
Okay.
a braid person. I think we've
You do.
established that. Yeah.
So basically, I need to stop at his house every morning before work.
They'll have champagne for you.
I will every time. I will
Yeah.
have champagne for you.
Every time.
And I know nothing about champagne. That was a fun trip.
This show would be a disaster if I had a bottle of champagne for breakfast.
It'd be more entertaining, maybe.
I don't know what were you drinking on. Did you have a buzz by the time you got to my house? Because you tried to put the champagne in my freezer.
Yeah.
And she put it. She threw it on my ice. It bounced back, and then it shot her right in the face.
What?
And then Mama had, oh my gosh, my makeup! It was. She got shot by champagne in
I
the
was
face.
trying to put it into like his ice receptacle because he's got this like thing of ice, but he doesn't use it. It's just like an iceberg, basically. And so when
Ice
I went
is all frozen together.
Yes.
It's a monster.
when I went to go shove the bottle in the ice thing, it didn't move. But instead, like it's like hitting the bottom of a glass bottle really hard. The champagne shot out and hit me in the face.
She had her
goodness.
face all did, and it kind of messed it up a bit.
Messed up my hooker makeup.
Oh, man.
But then it kind of felt like it acted like a setting spray. I know you don't know what that is as
No,
a dude, but
no idea.
sometimes when you finish putting on a lot of hooker makeup, you'll spray it with this setting spray, and then it makes it stick like glue. I don't know.
Okay.
It defies logic because
Yeah.
why would you spray liquid on your face? But
It's kind of like a shellacking.
it did.
Yeah.
The champagne shellacked my makeup.
Oh, so it actually worked out.
Worked out good.
How was the party?
The party was fun.
Uh-huh.
There was lots of games. They gave out so many prizes.
Okay.
They gave out a TV. They gave out Apple Watches. They gave out headphones. They gave out gift cards. They gave out all kind of fun stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
Good stuff.
I won a lot too.
Did you?
Not a
No,
Not
we
a
didn't
thing.
win nothing.
Not a thing. Well, you got braids.
And I got some free tacos, so that was good.
Okay. They had a taco bar?
Quasi taco bar. Yeah,
Wow.
they had a few meats and then they
Okay.
had some veggies. It wasn't as good as the spread that your cousin puts out.
Okay. Well, he goes all the way.
Poor sweet Dennys. He got there a little earlier, and he hit the dessert bar real hard, he told me.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, they had these moose.
They got him.
They had these like tall
Yeah.
glasses of moose.
Poor
Not the
Dennys.
moose.
You trying to get that sugar monkey off his back? And
He
nah.
said because he felt sick last night.
Well, free moose. It's hard to say no.
You're right. You're right. Okay, well, the festivities continuing on. We got a very festive day here for you on the KVJ Show. You can lock it in right now on YouTube. Go look for the KVJ Show and watch KVJ TV.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Cause you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, I don't know what's going on with Wendy Williams' health. she continues to battle. And even though her show has come back for its 13th season, she has yet to show up. And they say she ain't coming back anytime soon. She is still battling it. The Graves' disease, which we think just is the most horrifying sounding name for a disease ever.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, is that where you go after you have it?
Hope not.
Graves?
Hope not.
Celebrities have been hosting in her place, and now in January we will see Finesse Mitchell, Michael Rappaport, Fat Joe, Sherry Shepherd. All of them will do stints, and some lasting as long as a week, some as little as a day.
Okay.
Just trying to cover the whole bill for Wendy Williams.
All right.
If you're a fan of South Park, don't forget to mark it on your calendar that South Park post-COVID, the return of COVID, is going to premiere December 16th. Fans will get to laugh at COVID. Finally, we need something about COVID that's funny.
Oh, they're going to make fun of it hard.
They are, and we need that. We need a little comedy with our COVID. So December 16th, and you can check that out on Paramount Plus. And finally, here it looks like Mayam Bialik and Ken Jennings are staying. They had announced that they were going to be the interim hosts, but I guess they're giving them the gig permanently for now.
Okay.
So those two will remain through this season, and they say probably next season as well.
Have you seen either one I'm hosting?
Yes.
I've seen Ken Jennings, and he's a little robotic for me. I have
Okay.
not seen Blossom yet.
Blossom is awesome. She does a great job, and she's way better than Ken.
So will you call her
Okay.
Awesome Blossom?
Awesome Blossom.
Yeah.
She is. She's funny. She's quick. And I think he's just not quick enough. He's not fast enough.
Yeah.
I don't know if I trust Ken.
Really?
I don't know. There's something behind the
He's
eyes.
lying?
I
He's
just-
giving you fake answers?
I'm not sure what it is. I just don't think I trust him.
I don't know if I've ever been able to trust a Ken.
That's something we got to probably explore.
Dennys, good luck with those hate Ken calls. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you got on your mind today, Jay Bird?
Well, I'm a little paranoid, and I feel kind of bad. Yesterday evening, me and the witch, we went up in an Uber ride to the Christmas party.
Yeah.
And
I drove to his house, and then we took an Uber, and then the plan was to Uber back to his house, but I got a little too tipsy.
Okay.
she wanted to stay. Me and Dennys were trying to leave, and then I go,
I couldn't have driven my car once I got to your house. It would have been a slumber party.
which I was down with. I had to get. We were there. We needed to leave the party.
It was time to go.
I should have left maybe an hour before I did.
I said, "Hey, Virginia, we're getting ready to leave," and she's like, "We're going to the bar." I started going to the bar, and then she acted like she heard me, and then started talking to somebody else. I'm like, "We gotta go. We gotta get out of here." It's about to.
Well, they gave me the coolest champagne glass at the bar. It was like tall and big and glass, and it was so strong and powerful. I had to drink it.
So our Uber driver was
You had
really,
to
really
drink it.
cool, really nice guy, very, very personable. Then this morning I wake up and I get an email. There's an email from Uber saying there was a problem with your account, blah, blah, blah. So I click on it, and and it's definitely from Uber. It's not a scam. I know it's from Uber. So it makes me do all of this stuff, and then it goes, your Uber bill was paid. Everything is fine. So now I don't know if did I not pay the guy? Did I pay the guy? That's weird, right?
That is weird.
Because he was a nice guy. I don't want to think that we didn't pay him.
No, go back and look at your transactions, and you can see a receipt for both of your rides. So you would have had two last night, one there and then one home.
I'm dumb. I should have done that. Why did I look at my receipts? Why am I even talking about this thing?
It's okay. We're a little hungover.
I am, Kevin. Kevin,
Yeah, you're a little bit behind today,
I am
huh?
off. I've got those drunk sweats. Even though it's cold in here, I'm shaking like I got tuberculosis or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Tuberculosis.
Yeah, those things are
TB.
terrifying, man. Yeah.
I just don't feel right. And I think it might be a flapjack kind of day. Who's coming with me?
She needs pancakes to soak it all up.
I do. Oh, I ordered all this food last night. when I got home.
After the taco bar?
I did.
So after you ate, you came home to eat?
You attacked the buffet.
Well, I will say this. The taco bar, I didn't have that much. I could have done more damage. I felt like I didn't do enough at the Christmas party.
Sometimes it's hard to eat in front of like your coworkers that are all dressed up, and you don't want to look like an animal.
Well, I got there right as our boss, Elizabeth, our head boss, is giving this speech. But I was so hungry, and I was right by the taco bar. So I kept on sneaking tacos and then acting like I'm, yes, the company, and then trying to take a bite. I was trying to blend in without being rude because I was so hungry. But to Virginia's point, I couldn't eat that much. Because it is tough.
It is. And they give you a little tiny plate. They don't want you to sit down like it's a big-ass meal.
They send quite a message with those plates.
Yes.
They do.
It's more like, this is a taco hors d'oeuvre.
And I push that plate to the limits. I always have, always will.
Go high and wide.
That's right.
The pizza guy came, and I had a half a slice, and I passed out. I ordered all this food.
What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
So we've talked about this, and I just realized yesterday that I could actually make our little dream come to fruition, Jay-Bird. Okay, follow me. So for Christmas, Magnolia wanted to go up to New York. So we're going to go for 2 days. I'm going to take her around New York City. Quick in, quick out trip. And it's already booked, already set up. So I was like, oh, maybe I should invite Jaybird to come with us. You've been wanting to do New York City, right? I'm already taking Mags up there, so I could take you too, and you could see the city with us.
What's the dates on this?
It's December 29th, 30th, and then we come back on the 31st during the day.
That sounds kind of fun.
I already have a hotel.
Okay, Bird.
I'm taking Mags and her little boyfriend. Originally, it was supposed to be me, Mags, her boyfriend, and the boyfriend's mom. But the boyfriend's mom can't make it.
So it would be me, you, Mags, and her boyfriend as if we're on a family vacation.
Yes. It will look like you and I are the parents of these two kids.
Man.
So I'm taking a family vacation with Virginia without Panda, Kev.
Panda has no interest in going. He's like, I'm not going.
This is something we need to explore. Only thing I would say is I've got some weird relative stuff going on, but I think we can make this work possibly.
It's out there. And I just want you to know, because we talked about doing New York together, this could be a great time if you can make it work with your schedule. It's during vacation when KVJ is off. So that's the only thing. Like, if you have alternate family plans, it might not work.
Ever since Sweet Dennys brought me home that New York pizza, I have been fantasizing about it.
Yeah.
Thinking.
It's in your head.
Lusting. Lusting at.
We'll go to all the best pizza places.
Well, to me, if I'm going to New York, my goal is I want to go on a pizza tour.
Okay.
At least 3 hours to 5 hours of my time needs to be dedicated to New York pizza.
I love it.
That's
love
good.
it.
All
So
right.
is this going to happen?
I don't know. I would like it to.
Look at the dates. See what you think. I mean, I get it if you can't, because it is kind of short notice.
It's all about my dad, my sisters, and my brother, all that kind of, and my niece. We're trying to get a day or a couple days where we all can be together.
Okay.
And we haven't figured it out yet.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Okay.
you let me know. The offer stands.
Oh my gosh, that would be so exciting.
It'd be fun. And you wouldn't have to worry about doing it alone, because I would take you everywhere. And it's scary if you've never done New York.
I tried to do it alone when I was in Jersey, and
It's scary.
Didn't go off.
no.
Yeah, it didn't go off
They were
well.
talking about this tunnel I had to go to, and there was Tunnel
Nope.
E.
I'm taking you on the bridge, not the tunnel. I would
bri-
never do the bridge. I
bridge-
would never do the tunnel.
The bridge, okay. I kind of like the tunnel better.
You don't like
Really?
tunnels?
I love tunnels. I think tunnels are great.
You like the tunnel. You should do, you got a couple to choose from. And yeah, the bridge, you're right, because those are high bridges.
Tunnel, I think I would do.
Okay.
It's better. The reason why the tunnel was overwhelming was there were so many tunnels people kept on telling me to go to. And
There's two main ones.
there's two main ones? Maybe they were.
Holland, Lincoln.
See, I clearly did not understand what the hell was going on
Okay.
in New York. That's why I didn't do it.
Lots of bridges and a few tunnels, but we'll do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bird's drinking. It's all good.
Oh, if birds flying, birds drinking.
So you're going to have a family with a really drunk dad with pizza sauce all over them.
This dad doesn't even care about these kids. He's
No.
letting them do whatever
It's
they
not very
want.
nourishing, yeah.
I'm a very progressive father. Kids do what you want.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited for 2022. I think a lot of times people look ahead to the year and they map it out. And I was talking to the Mexican Queen. 2022, I think it's finally going to be our year of renovations. Oh. We had it all set out, and basically like 2019, 2020 was going to be it. So we kind of started getting some stuff going. And then that pesky pandemic hit. Ugh. And our house has been in limbo ever since. I mean, it looks like nobody's really living there if you go through our living room.
You say you're going to do some stairs. Is that still on the old plan?
Yeah, we've got we kind of started enough just to kind of mess up the house, and then it just sat, and it's been sitting. So we're finally, that's going to be our big goal, is to get the house, because I mean, hey, we've realized we can't afford to move ever, so we're stuck in that house. It's all good. So we're going to do some renovation stuff. So we got to find the company to make it happen and figure out what we're doing. Yeah, we're doing like a spiral staircase in one place, tearing down walls, putting in new stuff. Plus, I got to get my TVs back for football. I had to go through a whole football season in Virginia with only one TV.
Oh, my.
It's the worst thing ever.
Basically, you're a pauper.
Oh, it's not even doable. If you're trying to watch multiple games, it's not working out. So I'm excited. So I got a plan for 2022.
Nice.
And that is it.
That's fun when you have something because I think you and the Queen have a vision and you know what you want. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And if you know what you want, it's very exciting.
It is. And home improvement is so adult, but it's also awesome. And this just means we're getting old. But I am so excited for phase 3 of my windows going in.
There are times where I'll just watch videos of people redoing their backyard.
Yes.
There'll be a 30-minute video. It's so adult and boring, but it's very cozy.
I love a backyard makeover.
Yeah.
It makes me so happy for these people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, those shows do well for a reason.
They do. They do really well.
The best, I don't know if you've ever seen one where they'll do a makeover for a house and the couple doesn't like it. Oh, I love that.
Oh, really?
Sometimes they'll cry.
They used to do that thing where the neighbors would switch rooms.
Yes.
And your neighbor would make over your room, and then you would make over your neighbor's room. And
that's
then
trust.
They walk in sometimes and they hate it, and it's awesome.
Yeah, I could see that. That would be tough. Yeah, for me, if the wife's happy, I'm happy. So it's all good.
Happy wife, happy life.
Mm-hmm. You know, this is the time of year where you look back to the last 300 plus days to say, okay, what did I do? Did I do anything big? Did I do anything good? How am I marking my years? Did this year mark anything? Did it mean anything? What kind of changes did you make? And I think for a lot of us, you focus on what is the positive. We're all going to have challenges. Unfortunately, life is going to give you a few setbacks. But from that, how are you growing from that? How are you moving on in the next year? I already told you, I think my plan for 2022 and my wife finally get the whole house all ready to go. We have maybe a backyard and a bedroom that is done. And those are the only two places I like to be. And so I'm like, let's just finally get this whole thing all set up and it's all good. And so that is our big thing. So hopefully this time next year, I'll say, what was the big change you made in 2022? I'll be like, hey, we finally got the house all taken care of.
Very cool.
So I'm setting that kind of goal. So if you look back, do you have anything that kind of marks that? What was your big change that you made in 2021? I'd say if I had anything, and it's late in the game, but I haven't had any booze since November 1st.
Wow.
Boy, what's that like?
Yeah, I know.
It's huge.
I drank it all last night for you.
You did. Thank you guys for making up for the slack. Because I was a little bit worried about some of the liquor businesses going under. When I saw that the demand in tequila and vodka was going down, I knew that I probably had a role in that. So I'm glad you guys are picking it up. So what is it that you did? Is there a big change that you made in 2021? When you say looking back.
The one I would say for me is I now practice piano daily. I never had done that before. And I was telling y'all the other day, I started to learn it from YouTube. I was going to take piano lessons. Billy Joel's my all-time favorite person. I love playing the guitar and music, so why not try to learn the piano?
Okay.
And I started doing that, and that's been very therapeutic for me.
How long have you been in your house now?
It's just about a year.
Okay, so I'd say that's a big change, right?
Yeah, that's a change for sure. Yeah.
No doubt. You got a house.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2021 was a big year for you.
It was. It was definitely a year.
Was there anything for you, Virginia, that was monumental? That was big?
I can't remember.
Okay.
I drink a lot.
All right.
You got some stuff.
What did I do?
You had First of all,
I got a new car at the summer.
new car.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got a
All right.
BMW.
Okay.
I feel like this might have been your best year for the dirt, right? When it
Is that a
comes-
change? So she changed from doing bad dirts to good
I'm
dirts?
trying to be cool, dog.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of the typical stuff that you would see. A lot of people are putting new career. That's one of the top ones. And I thought that was kind of interesting, just how everybody is shuffling from one thing to the next. There has to be about 500,000 new realtors in South Florida. I probably know personally 5 people that switch whatever they were doing and they're now real estate agents.
I thought I went for Virginia.
Okay.
She helped bring to life a KVJ character, Grimsley. She did a great job with that French accent.
Okay, that was her big change?
I think it was a big moment for her. Yeah, it was a change. She stepped out of her box as an actor.
It's the best thing I did.
Okay.
It was.
I peaked.
That was your big change? You finally did good acting instead of bad?
Oh, I sold my underwear and made $600.
That's a change.
Yeah,
That was a new gig.
That is kind of a change. That's a side hustle. That probably is the biggest thing you did in 2021. You started selling your panties to listeners.
That is a change.
a great year.
And dog, you're about to approach $1,000 with
Every
it.
little bit counts. I'm currently in negotiations for more pairs.
Aside from new careers, biggest changes people made was adding to families, getting babies, getting married, all that kind of stuff. That was probably the number 2 thing that people were saying on the KVJ Show Facebook page. And then changes in your body. Like Damaris said, I started doing the monthly juice cleanses now.
Oh, yeah.
With Squeeze. So
Those
thank you very
do
much.
work.
Yeah. So that was a big change.
Question about you with your drinking journey.
Yeah.
Have you still not had a drink yet?
Since November 1st.
Okay, you're still on it.
Still haven't. Yeah, but I'm to the point where, like I'd said, to me it was taking a month to 6 weeks to just say that I could, because when you start asking yourself too often, could I be an alcoholic? Then you need to have a resounding answer for that, and I didn't. I don't think so, but it wasn't a very.
hope not.
It wasn't a very confident no. It's like, I don't know, maybe. Yeah, there's some things you could question. So it was good to be able to walk away
But you
and say,
still-
I still am the master of that domain.
But you still have that no drinking streak going on.
I still got it going on, and I can tell you that I think I know when it's going to break. I was talking back and forth with the Due South people, and they are going to be shut
Closing.
down.
Yeah, for good.
So they are going to be in with us, I believe, next Friday. They're going to be coming in to just kind of celebrate and toast off to Due South and talk about what might be happening with the craft beer brand and all the great favorites there. And so it's one of my favorites. I still, like, I look at a craft beer, I'm like, I'd love to have a craft beer. So I think I'm going to make a run till then. And then I can have a beer and be like, I know I'm in control of this.
I talked to them at the Rust Market a few weekends ago.
Oh, you did?
At,
Okay,
at
yeah.
Lake Park. Yeah, it is sad talking about it that it's going away.
Well, I want to rally around with them because I had a conversation with them right after they found out back in October that they were going to be shutting down the brewery. And I said, we got to make sure we somehow keep this thing going because it's such a great brewery. And, that's why I love craft breweries is because they're so localized. And you go to towns, and towns are known for what breweries they have. And I said Due South is just one of those big local craft breweries. It is South Florida now.
They were telling me, Kevin was talking about how much it cost to buy this place and keep it running. Then we talked about it on the air that week later.
Yeah, I've actually got some people trying to look into it and say, what do we have to do? What would it be? And I've even talked to people. I'm like, we got to get an investment team together and keep this thing going.
Would you want to run a brewery as long as you weren't a part of the day-to-day, right?
Well, I don't have the skill or knowledge to be a part of that, but
There's a reason the Due South people are closing it. Just remember that.
Yeah.
Something must have happened to profits or...
Well, I think what it is, I know a little bit about it. I think the guy was just ready to cash out.
Okay.
It's just where he is in his life. Mike, who started it, is
Why
like...
didn't he sell it?
Well, I mean, that's where I need to get more answers. So I don't
Okay.
know. I had them looking into it, and it was up for sale. So the recipes and all that is up for sale. So I haven't had a chance to rally back around and talk to Doug and everybody there to find out what's going on with it.
Well, if you're thinking about maybe possibly buying this place, I have $100 to start this thing.
Well, I've talked
I'll
about
match his 100, and now you got 200.
You have 2 investors right now.
Well, I would love to be a part of, like my buddy Paul, who does radio in Miami. He's part of a team where
he makes wine.
Anthony, well, he does wine, but he's also got kind of a conglomerate. With Dan Marino and Anthony, who does Anthony's Coal Fire Pizza and stuff like that, where they do, little restaurants and open stuff up like that. Paul himself, he's not a restaurateur, but he does know a little bit about marketing, has name recognition, all that kind of stuff. So
and he's a mouthpiece as well.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. Yeah, I mean, the guy's been a staple in South Florida for how long, and knows his stuff, and he's got a good group of people. So to me, that would be awesome to get with a group of people and say, hey, I'll contribute what I do. You contribute what you do.
You bring the money.
Yeah, somebody brings the money. You bring all the plans and the ideas. You bring the business knowledge. I'll bring this part of it. This is what I can add to it.
Because me and the witch want in. We want into any, because we need an exit strategy too. We have to make sure that we're covered.
We smell the firing on the horizon.
Okay, so you guys want to be ready.
The end is near.
Yes.
I don't know. It'd kind of be like a monkey selling bananas. If we owned a brewery,
that's why
Kevin could keep it together.
I'd have to be an outside investor that I only come into the shop.
Like outside on the porch.
Yeah, every now and then I would go in, but you're right. I could not be a day-to-day.
No, not the day-to-day.
I saw Due South posted on their Facebook, when you come visit us in the tap room right now, please stop stealing our glasses.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
Oh,
Everybody's
Yeah.
going in there,
Right.
stealing their glasses.
A little piece of it.
Because they're only open for a few more weeks, and so
Yeah.
everybody wants a souvenir, but now they don't have enough glasses to keep serving for 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're going to remedy that. If we have anything to say about it, we're going to keep that thing going.
Look
and
at you.
I can't imagine that I really thought, honestly, that Funky Buddha would probably, jump in and buy it up, because they've got millions of dollars.
They
They're
do.
a huge conglomerate now that is owning them. And so I would imagine it's not going to go away. But, we'll make sure.
All right.
We'll make sure it doesn't, one way or the other. Talking about the other big changes people were making or have made in 2021, Claire said it was a year of personal development for me. I actually fell apart, but then I started to rebuild myself.
Ooh.
Yeah, specific to work and relationships and things like that. And it is kind of, when you have a year of growth, that's, to me, what is great, because we are going to have peaks and valleys, but when you get to a point where it falls apart, and we'll all have that thing where it's like, you know what, I got to go back to the drawing board. I got to put it all together with mind, body, spirit, how I sleep, what I eat, all that kind of stuff that I do.
Sometimes the rebuilding is the fun part
It
of
is.
life. For me, I always like when I'm trying to rebuild, get back to a place where I need to be.
It is. When you can look back on a year and say, that's what I did in this last year, that's when it's really cool. This is a pretty neat text, too. Somebody said, I was an art teacher at a local school working about 100 hours per week, but I was still barely making enough to cover my bills. Then I started a TikTok page to show off my woodworking. I'm now approaching 400,000 followers. I've doubled my earnings, and I quit the teaching job. I'm busy, but beyond happy.
Wow,
How
that's
cool is that?
amazing.
Yeah.
A lot of people have like a TikTok, and it links to their Etsy, and they're killing it, making art, making custom stickers. I love seeing people get crafty at home and turn it into a career.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Absolutely. So that's pretty much it. So, yeah, it's kind of cool to see all the big changes that people have made over the last year. If you want to jump into the conversation, go to the KVJ Show Facebook page. So you say you got some Brittany dirt that's going to be coming up, Virginia?
I do. She had a big day in court yesterday. Something huge happened.
Okay. Still kind of mapping this whole thing out, huh?
Yeah, it takes a while to end a conservatorship, and so the details to me are fascinating. And finally, something she had been waiting for happened yesterday.
Okay. Well, good for her.
They shot her dad. No, just kidding.
Oh, boy. Yeah, looking back on the last year, we're talking about different changes that were made. I know that we'll be getting a lot more into all the year-end stuff coming up, but Google just dropped their list of what people were searching for the most over the last year. And oddly enough, Brittany didn't make the top 5 for people.
Really?
Yeah. Didn't make the top 5.
I feel like there was so much with the hashtag Free Britney movement.
Yeah, she did not crack their top 5. Who do you think would be in it for people most Googled? in 2021?
A Kardashian, definitely.
You're going to say a Kardashian?
I'm going to go with Travis Scott.
Going to go with Travis Scott. I'll give you a point, Jay-Bird. Yeah, he came in at number 4 for people that were being Googled in 2021. The others were Simone Biles at number 5, Alec Baldwin at 3, Tiger Woods at number 2.
A lot of these stories are kind of newer stories, too. An incident happened, and there's a lot of...
Well, I forgot. Remember, Tiger's car crash was in February, so that was beginning part of the year. So he's still holding it at number 2, I'm sure, probably from that. And then people want to know what his recovery was like. And if you didn't hear the update, too, it's really cool. He's actually going to get back on the golf course again. It was the last tournament he played in before his accident in February. It's the PNC Championships, going to be in Orlando. It's coming up starting on the 18th, and it's the tournament that he plays with his son, Charlie, who swings a golf club just like his dad.
Wow.
So is he going to have the same kind of career? I'd hate to put that pressure on you, Charlie, but everybody's asking it. And it's kind of cool because it's kind of like with the team, it's the best ball.
Okay.
So Tiger can't really smack it off the tee right now. He's saying that it's odd for him because he's swinging the club again, but his shots... He knows where the ball should land, and it's falling way short of where it did.
He didn't have the power back.
Yeah, he may never get the power back. Who knows? I mean, his body's been twisted and broken many times.
No pressure, Charlie. Daddy needs you.
So Charlie gets to hit off of more advanced tees. So they're going to hopefully play Charlie's little tee shots, and then Tiger can maybe add a shot here or there playing best ball. But it's just kind of a cute thing.
Totally.
Father-son deal. So Tiger Woods was up there for the most searched for people. They broke it down into different categories, too, like actors. Who do you think would have been most searched in that when it came to actors? There's one that we talk about a lot. Alec Baldwin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's number 1 for searches. Pete Davidson is up there. He got a lot of attention. I think people are still finding out who's Pete Davidson.
Look at his dating resume.
Yeah. People are starting to figure out who he is. And Shailene Woodley. She was up there, number 3. She's the one that's engaged to Aaron Rodgers, the Packers quarterback.
Yes.
I think they're like, who is this girl?
Yeah, and I think she got lippy.
She got lippy a few times.
Him.
Yeah. Celebrities searched together. Jaber would hate this. Google dropped who was the most.
Okay, it's going to be, it'll be Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian.
Give you a point there. Yeah, they're number 3 for celebrities searched together. Who else made the list?
Oh, gosh. I'm going to hate it, aren't I?
It's dominated by 2 people.
It's British. It's the queen and the prince and the princess and the frog.
It's a good guess.
The princess and the frog.
No.
The royal family.
So is Harry the frog?
I don't know.
It's dominated by Kim and Kanye. They were the number 1 most searched for couple on Google in 2021. Kim Kardashian with Pete Davidson was 3rd, and then Kanye with Jeffree Star was 4th. So them together and then them with their side actions were the most searched for couples in all of 2021. Bill and Melinda Gates were up there as well, along with Taylor Swift and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Gotcha.
People want to know what that scarf thing had to deal with. The celebrity deaths that were most searched for, DMX was number 1 in that, and then, of course, Gabby Petito was number 2. Then for the movies, Black Widow was number 1. Squid Game for TV shows. Travis Scott for musicians with Morgan Wallen 2nd.
Scandal.
Yeah.
Scandal. Olivia Rodrigo dominated for songs. People trying to figure out who is this girl. Driver's License was number 1. Good For You was number 3. And for athletes, Tiger Woods back up there again. Simone Biles. And then Henry Ruggs III. People want to know who this cat was. Remember that story?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Who's Ruggs?
Henry Ruggs III is the former wide receiver of the Las Vegas Raiders that drove his car at about 140 miles an hour into the back of that.
Oh, yes. He's in big trouble.
Big trouble, yeah. So he was number 3 on the list for the most Googled for 2021.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Cause you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, Brittany had a big day in court yesterday. Judge Brenda J. Penny finally granted Britney's rights to sign her own paperwork and now completely manage her own finances. She is now allowed to endorse documents, and she has the power to spend her money however she wants to. This is the first time since 2008 that she's been allowed to sign for anything.
Okay.
Her dad had her on an allowance where he was paying her a certain amount and then paid himself more. He made more per month than she did. Ridiculous. So the conservatorship is coming to an end.
Okay.
And they're still looking into him and decisions he made while he was in charge of her finances. And they're questioning a lot of what he did. So that's not done yet either.
Did they say anything about who might be handling her finances now? I know they're talking about giving it to her, but is she really going to make all the choices, or
She has accountants.
Okay.
She has estate helpers. She has things set up to put like money for her boys and trust and this and that. And
Yeah.
big financial decisions, of course. She has accountants and her lawyer, Matthew Rosengard, who's been very helpful, I'm sure is going to, but she wants to move. She wants to get out of that house that she was kept a prisoner in during her conservatorship, and I don't blame her.
And I hate to be a jaded dude, but the dirt for years has made me this way, Virginia. What do we know about her fiance? I don't want to, I'm not trying to throw shade. How many stories have we heard?
I know.
He's a lot younger than her.
He
He's a guy
is.
that is clearly clinging to her to try to launch his own career. The guy has aspirations of fame and fortune.
He's gotten acting gigs because of his notoriety by dating Britney.
Right. And now that she has control of her own finances, he could get his claws in it, where before he couldn't.
I think, and I hope, and I pray that these accountants and this lawyer, Matthew Rosengart, would set up a prenup for her, and she wouldn't be in a situation where he would get access to it. And he even joked about this on Instagram. He wrote, "Of course we're going to have a prenup. I can't be losing out on my Jeep and my sneaker collection."
Ha 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 ha. That's what a con man would say.
Damn.
Okay. Yeah, no, I trust he is on the up and up. I hope he's an amazing dude. Like I said, years of these kind of stories, Virginia, you're like, okay, what if this were a movie, what comes next?
Well, he certainly stuck in there through the lean years when he wasn't allowed access to any cash.
Because he knew what was coming, possibly.
The windfall is happening.
Now the windfall could happen.
If I was a murderer, guys, I'm really a murderer. If you call it out, oh, it's so crazy. Well, then you kind of take away the shine.
Are you confessing to being a murderer right now?
I don't know. That's a great question.
Before, he couldn't drive around in a new Bugatti because Britney didn't have the power to write a check to get him a new Bugatti. Today,
But now she does.
She has the power. If her fiance wants a new Bugatti, he gets a new Bugatti.
I hope he keeps his Jeep. I really do. If he gets a new Bugatti, I'm going to look at him with
Like I said, I hope it's all good.
How douchey is the word Bugatti?
Bugatti. Mhm. Okay, we got some celebrity birthdays today. Big for the Desperate Housewives cast from back in the day. Do you remember a guy named Jesse Metcalf? He was a hot young stud when that show came out. He was in his 20s then. He's 43 now.
My sister was a flight attendant on a Southwest flight and ran into him being a diva, looking for an upgrade. And my sister's like, it's Southwest. There's no upgrade.
What's the upgrade? You get to fly the plane?
There's no first class.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Come on, dude.
I guess he was acting all like, do you know who I am? Southwest.
So he was probably high end for Southwest, but low end for other flights.
Totally.
Okay, well, he's 43 today, and he's also in Dallas, which they brought that show back. I think it's on Netflix, maybe. I think my wife was watching that.
Okay, yeah, I think they did.
Or maybe it was my daughter. She's 23, and I was like, that used to be a show that was really popular back in the day. It's like, yeah, what?
I had no idea.
Granny Beulah used to watch it.
Dallas was huge.
It was on Friday nights. Who Shot JR? That was a big thing way back in the day, and now it's back. And Jesse Metcalf is on it. Felicity Huffman, she was on Desperate Housewives, also does a little stint in jail here and there. She's 59 today. Donny Osmond, from Donnie and Marie, somebody else my grandma loved, 64.
I always had a crush on
Donnie?
Good
for you.
His grandma?
64 today for Donny Osmond. And John Malkovich turned 68 years old today. Also got a birthday shout out to JoJo from Auntie Lisa, Uncle Art, Callista, and Dominic. Also, happy birthday to Ava, turning 11 from Mom, Dad, and Olivia. Kyle White sent that in. Also, a birthday shout out to Beata Gallagher in Portland, Oregon. Spencer Leo, and I miss you so much. That's from Corey Spencer and Leonardo Perna. So there you go. Got a birthday, no matter where they are, you can let them know. Mail at kvjshow.com. Would you say that you have any Christmas tradition that would be considered weird? Has your family done something that is a little bit off for Christmas?
I make my kids sit and listen to me read the Cajun Night Before Christmas.
Okay.
In the Grimsley voice.
Oh, good.
Yeah, she does.
That's a good tradition.
It's a weird ride, man. You did that live on the air during the Great 48. It was about 9 o'clock at night. It was odd.
Wasn't good either, Kev.
Well, it's all right.
Then all of a sudden, Kevin came in and took the show over again.
That was it. He's like, that's it.
You got to do odd, weird things.
We back in the day, we always opened up our gifts on Christmas Eve night. But I know a lot of families do that too.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that nearly as odd or weird, at least to us. And I guess, hey, weird's all relative, right?
Right.
But Christmas is a global thing. Pretty much countries all over the world. Now, there are some, obviously, that do not celebrate Christmas, but for the most part, it is everywhere, including in Spain. And each country has its own little weird traditions. And this may be the weirdest. In Spain, they have something called El Cajaner, I believe is what it is, or Cajaner. I'm not sure how you would pronounce that. But it's translated to the defecator.
Okay.
And what this thing is, the El Cajaner, is a figurine that started appearing in the traditional nativity scene in the late 17th or early 18th century. Nobody really knows what it means or why people stick this little figurine of a pooping boy into the manger scene, but you'll see it if you go to Spain. You'd be like, wait a minute, there's baby Jesus, Mary, Joseph, I see some sheep, I see the wise men, some shepherds, and a pooping boy?
Who's dropping a deuce?
And do they actually have the boy pooping?
It's a figurine of a pooping boy that people keep putting into the nativity scenes.
I have to Google that because now I need to know, do they put figurine poop with the boy?
It's E-L, then a space, Cajaner. If you want to look it up and find out about that tradition.
That spelling one more time.
And, it's very odd. Yeah, in fact, I'll show you a photo of what it looks like here if you're watching KVJ TV. That is a figurine of the pooping boy.
Okay.
And
first of all, that was like a pooping man.
That's weird.
Yeah,
that looks like
it kind of does
man.
a little bit, yeah. Which makes it even more creepy.
You're right. It's less innocent.
Yeah, but that's an odd tradition, wouldn't you say? And that's what they do in Spain.
How much that figurine cost? If I just want that figurine, how much is
You're going to start adding that into your nativity scenes?
I got to get a nativity scene.
Okay. Yeah. Give you a reason to get one. In Venezuela, one of the Christmas traditions they have there is on Christmas morning, people will light off firecrackers to wake everybody up, and then everybody straps on their roller skates and they head out to Mass. And after all the praying, families and friends then get together to dance, eat, and make music.
Oh, that sounds fun.
It starts off with firecrackers and roller skates.
Sign me up.
Okay.
Yeah.
In Mexico, especially in Oaxaca, they have a night of radishes. On December 23rd, Noche de Rabanos, the Night of the Radish. It's an annual radish event where hundreds of artists carve thousands of vegetables into elaborate scenes from the Bible and contemporary life.
Huh.
So you can go to Oaxaca, Mexico, and celebrate the Night of the Radishes for Christmas.
To go back to your pooping boy figurine, I'm not seeing it any cheaper than $68.
Wow.
It's not big, and that's the cheapest you can get that thing off eBay.
Okay.
The pooping figurine.
I feel like we could make one of those for cheaper.
Jen, Denny's wife, could make.
Okay.
How do you say it again? Cajaner?
I would assume it's El Cajaner Be my guess.
It's amazing. They are something. You can buy them on eBay.
Yeah, we're going to commission Denny's wife, Jen, to make us one. We're not paying $68.
That's a lot.
Okay. Or just skip it. Don't add it to your tradition. But
I want to hear the call when you call Jen and explain what she has to make.
Oh, they're even Cajaner sweaters. There's a pooping boy sweater.
Apparently,
you
it's
can
a
have.
big thing in Spain.
There's a set.
Yeah.
Okay, look at that. There's different kinds. 3 for $40. A set.
Okay, there you go. Now you're coming down in price.
That looks like a pooping girl.
What a
though.
weird thing, though. Yeah. I mean, why? How does this even? Why?
That one you just showed me is $70 on eBay.
Wow. Okay. Not cheap then. Another weird Christmas tradition from around the world. In Italy, you get into this, Virginia, they have the Christmas witch, Buffana. In Italy, on January 5th, children enjoy a post-Christmas visit from Buffana, a good-hearted witch. She flies through the night on her broomstick. She enters through the chimney. She gives candy and presents to good boys and girls. The coal goes to the bad kids, and unlike St. Nick, Buffana wants wine and sausage instead of milk and cookies.
Get out.
This sounds just like you, doesn't it?
I love wine and sausage.
Yes, you need to be in Italy.
You know how I feel about sausage, and you know how I feel about wine.
Yeah.
They got a figurine for $30.
Wow.
The witch?
Yeah, the Italy witch.
Wow. Okay.
Does it look like me?
No, she's way too pure and innocent looking.
Tina's on here from West Palm Beach. You lived in Spain for years. Did you ever see this pooping boy when you were there?
Oh, my God. Yes, I actually had one. So it's called the Cajaner, and it ties in because they didn't really have Christmas trees until probably around 2000. Everything was the nativity scene, and to get the children to buy into it, they used to put this as a joke, and they would hide it in different places, and they would have to look for it. And it sort of became like a family event.
That's so fun. That's a great idea. I would have loved to try to find the pooping boy as a boy.
Caganero. Okay, that's what it is. Wow. How about that?
Cajaner, yeah. And you can get them really cheap. I'm going to Spain for Christmas. I'll bring you back one.
Yeah.
You'll get a pooping boy, Jaybird.
I'm loving that.
That's what you've always wanted. Thank you very much, Tina.
I'm learning
Wow.
so much stuff that I'm going to forget, but I don't want to forget this.
Yeah. In Norway, they have a witch thing tied to their Christmas as well. It's a seasonal tradition that supposedly dates back to pagan superstitions where Norwegians will hide their brooms on Christmas Eve so no mischievous witches can steal them and fly off into the winter night to do witch business.
Is there a name for this witch?
No, it's just witches in general. It's not like the Bafana that they have in Italy. It's just witches in general. And if you want to give it a name, just say Virginia.
Would you like to start? Would that be a cool collection for you? A whole different an assortment of witches? Or is that not your game?
It's really not my game. I'm not into figurines.
There's definitely judgment in her statement right there.
Yeah.
I'm not into figurines. I know you love them, but I'm good.
I actually have a few witch figurines at my house.
And another interesting Christmas tradition in Japan, they have Kentucky Fried Christmas.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
On December 25th in Japan, it is a tradition that is so big it will generate 5% of the company's annual business on that single day. And it all started back in 1970. The manager of the first KFC in Japan began advertising fried chicken meals as a way of experiencing a traditional Western-style holiday. Keep in mind, in Japan, there's not a lot of Christians. That's not a big religion for them there.
Okay.
And so he said, hey, if you want to be like the Americans, eat Kentucky Fried Chicken on Christmas Day, even though we don't. They started to, and it caught on, and now KFC on Christmas is so popular, Japanese people have to order weeks in advance to make sure they have their Christmas KFC.
That's adorable. I love that.
Yeah, crazy stuff, huh?
It is.
So there you go, some weird traditions from around the world. They also did a cute poll here asking kids how Santa gets everything done in one night. And I want to have parents do this because with the WRMF app, you can record audio. So go ask your kid this question. Just say, hey, how does Santa get everything done in one night? And I want to hear what they have to say. Virginia asked Rocco this question. Here's what he had to say.
How do you think that Santa gets everything done in one night?
Well, I think that his elves load the sleigh, then Santa goes to every chimney in every neighborhood, so boys and girls will get toys.
And he does it all in one night?
Yep. So his sleigh goes really fast because the reindeers are magical. They make him fly, so the reindeers try their best to get up really fast.
Wow. Okay. See?
He kind of nailed it.
He did.
Much.
He did nail it.
He is jazzed for Christmas.
He's at the
I
right
bet.
age.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
so excited.
So we'd love to hear what your kid has to say. You can do that on the WRMF app. Download it for free. There is a section where you can send us audio. It's right at the bottom left-hand corner of the app.
I loved that.
Yeah. They said the top answers when they did this poll include special keys that can open any door, Santa can teleport, he can walk through walls, and he can freeze time.
Oh.
I was always told that the reindeers are magical, Santa's magical, and then on Christmas night and Christmas Eve, it all comes together.
It is maybe just
Yeah.
magic, and that might just be the right answer. I don't know what it is. I'll go with magic. But love to hear what your kid has to say. What is their own theory on how Santa gets all that work done in one night? Today's KVJ draft is going to be for the best Santa. Now, this includes anyone who has ever donned a Santa suit in TV or film. And just to let you know, they don't necessarily have to be Santa. They could have put on a Santa suit in a movie, and that would still count.
Gotcha.
all right.
Just so you know, okay? They don't actually have to be the person Santa, just wearing the suit. And that would qualify as somebody that you can draft here today. All right, picking out our cards. I've got an 8 for my draft order. Virginia's pulling out her card.
I got a 10.
Okay, beat me on that. Bird.
Ooh, sweet. I got that 3.
Okay. Dennys, what you got?
I got that queen.
Oh, dang, okay. And what about suits?
Ooh, he got that ace.
Okay, wow. Google Gary's going to be kicking it all off here. Okay, so what do you think, suits? Who are you going to pick first for the best Santa?
I think I'm going to go with Tim Allen as Santa from the Santa Claus.
Okay, all right, solid. Made several movies on that. Dennys, you're up next. What do you think? You got the second overall pick. Who are you going to go with?
I'm gonna probably just go with my favorite Santa, the Dirty Santa, played by Dan Aykroyd from Trading Places.
Oh, that's a good one.
Good. One of my favorites.
Louis Winthorpe III.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Trading Places. I remember he was eating that big old turkey leg.
Oh, it's
and
the
he
best.
Had it all up in his beard, and yeah, one of the sloppiest Santas out there. Okay, Virginia, you get the next pick.
I would like the Santa from the original Miracle on 34th Street, the old school one. Oh, he was so good.
The 1943 one or whatever.
Yes, that's the one I want. I
Yeah.
loved him.
1947, it was Edmund Gwenn is the guy who played Santa.
He was so good.
Yeah, he was. Okay, that is a solid pick. Okay, I am going to go with Ed Asner as Santa in Elf. That'll be my Santa that I pick. All right, Bird, who you got?
I'm going to go with Larry Drake from And All Through the House. It was a Tales from the Crypt episode back from the 90s. He plays a mental patient who escapes and terrorizes a family. It's a really good episode, but it's very Christmassy mixed with horror. Boom, Larry Drake.
And it's All Through the House is the name of it?
Yeah, All Through the House, Tales from the Crypt.
Okay.
It's available on YouTube right now. I really highly recommend it. Only 22 minutes long.
Okay, very nice. Larry Drake it is for you. Okay, what about your next pick, Jay-Bird? You're last, so you get to do 2 in a row.
This is an All Through the House, a Twilight Zone episode, and it's about a drunk named Henry Corwin. It's very, very good.
Twilight Zone, you said?
Henry Corwin, Twilight Zone.
Henry Corwin.
Last place.
Hey, if you're going to do it, leave no doubt, right?
Well, these are legit Santas I like.
Okay. Go with it then. All right. Next up, I am going to go with... I'll go with Jim Carrey and How the Grinch Stole Christmas. He put on the Santa suit and paraded around. So I'll go with that one. Virginia, who are you going to go with next?
I'm going to take Billy Bob Thornton in Bad Santa.
I was trying to figure out which one to take. That's
He's
good.
good. He's good.
Willie in Bad Santa. Okay, Dennys, up to you. Best Santa in TV and film. Who you going with?
Another personal favorite, and I always put this on my Christmas list. Nightmare Before Christmas. I'll probably go the Jack Skellington version of Santa, not the actual version of Santa.
Okay. Jack Skellington in A Night Before Christmas. Okay. And what about you, Suits? You got 2 picks in a row here. Who you going with?
So I'll go with Tom Hanks from the Polar Express.
Okay. All right, the Santa that he played.
I'm going to go with Paul Giamatti from Fred Claus.
Okay.
I mean, he's a good Santa.
Okay. All right, Dennys, your final pick for Best Santa in TV and film.
Oh, gosh. So I go with, geez, you already picked America on 34th. I think I might go, this is an abstract one, but the killer Santa from the TV show Futurama. He's a bad Santa. Everybody's naughty to him.
Very good. Very good, Danny.
Okay.
Killer Santa.
Okay. From Futurama.
Futurama.
Okay. Virginia, your final pick. What you going to go with?
I am going to take...
Oh, boy.
I'm coming between...
Oh, boy.
I'm going to take, since I'm going with an older theme with my first pick, I'll go with an old theme with my last pick. Mickey Rooney in Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
You old?
Okay. All right. And my final pick, I am going to go with Stan Francis. He played Santa in the claymation Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Okay.
Okay.
Didn't really treat Rudolph that great in the beginning, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, you're right. When you really kind of break down the game film on him, Santa was kind of a jerk in that.
In fact, all of Rudolph's adult figures in his life were not the nicest to Rudolph.
You see why he took off.
Yeah.
I just can't figure out why he came back. Okay, Jaybird, you got the final overall pick for Best Santa in TV and film.
I'll go with Michael Scott from The Office just to kind of mix it up, see what happens here. Because I have 2 terrible picks and I have a really good pick.
That's an awesome
What does
one.
that do to the voting, Virginia?
Okay.
The Office.
All right, let me see. A couple of Santas I see that did not get chosen. You have got Kurt Russell. He's the newer Santa in the Christmas Chronicles from 2018.
Mm-hmm.
He's a sexy Santa.
Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah, I almost went with that one. Jeff Gillen, he is the Santa, you'll shoot your eye out, son, in A Christmas Story.
That's a good one.
Ho, ho.
Classic.
Yeah, nobody went with that. The guy who voiced Frosty the Snowman Santa from the animated version, you know, when he comes back and puts the magic guy in his place.
Sure.
John Goodman played Santa in The Year Without a Santa Claus in 2006. Then you've got George Wendt did Santa Baby, so there were a couple other ones that were out there. And then a lot of people loved Richard Attenborough. Do you remember him playing Santa in Miracle on 34th Street from 1994?
See, that's the one I recognize. I love Richard Attenborough. He's got the greatest voice.
The remake.
That's the remake, yes.
Yeah. It's
The
a good
first
movie.
remake.
It's good.
Okay. All right, there you go. Well, who drafted out the best list of Santas? You can go on ahead and let us know. Just go to our Facebook and our Instagram. We're going to be putting that up there, and then you can let us know which one you think drafted out the best of 3. Coming up here in just a little bit on the KVJ Show, the next time you get to vote on a song, it is going to be for a classic that we're going to be pulling up. We're going to be trying to find that one song that was a hit once, but you ever had that where the song just disappears, and what the heck ever happened to that song? Such a great tune, and it's just gone.
And you said we can do any genre.
It had to be on a hit.
Okay, even
chart,
if you never heard of it, it still counts.
Had to be on a chart. I mean, people were voting on it, so I mean, you'll just be playing the hook. So
Familiarity, though, could be your friend. So if you pick an obscure song nobody's ever heard of, they're not going to vote for it.
Yeah. So you'll get to introduce it once, and then that'll be it.
Uh-oh. Something tells me somebody blew it.
I'm so hungover today, dog. I'm not having a good round.
We had our company Christmas party last night, and just drinking on a Wednesday when you have to get up at 3 a.m. on Thursday is not good.
How deep did y'all go with the cocktails? What exactly happened? What did you start? When did you start? When did you end?
It's always the pregame that gets me.
I drank a whole bottle of champagne before I even got to the party.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm mean,
That's strong.
nothing bad happened. Everything's cool. You can tell that.
We're not quite firing on all
It's
cylinders.
just there's a glitch in the matrix.
We're buffering.
Well, I just didn't finish my sentence right there.
Yeah.
It's okay, Pumpkin. I got you.
You said the party was raging, though, huh?
It was
Good time?
Oh, we were definitely not the most drunk.
It was turned.
It was
definitely
turned.
not.
I was definitely not the most obnoxious, thank God.
How often does the KVJ show get to say that?
True.
It's rare, but me and Sweet Dennys left early, so and that's probably why.
I stayed.
What time did you get out, Jaber? What time did you get out, Virginia?
I clocked in about an hour. I got there late, but I was there about an hour.
Okay.
Let me look back at my pictures because I was taking selfies with everybody.
I got there at 4:45.
I was still taking selfies with people at 7:21.
Yeah, she was there. Well, she kept going back to the bar. I just didn't have it in me. I knew I needed to leave.
Kevin, it was an open bar.
I know. It's tough to walk away from that, isn't it?
If that was a Friday night, I would have closed that thing down.
Okay. You would have been all over it, huh?
Yeah.
I was acting like it was Friday night.
All right, I think it's just about that time. Are you all ready to laugh?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Okay.
Dennys.
That's right. He's in the green room right now.
The green room, that's good.
He's drinking, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's what
he's
green rooms are for.
getting all ready to go and drop a little comedy on you right now with the joke jury.
Who wants to laugh their ass off? Ooh, I know I do. He wrote some funny punchlines just for me and you. It's Danny's Joke Jury.
Who's ready to laugh?
Okay. All right. He's got some homegrown comedy here. We let him know exactly how good it is. What you got for us today, Dennys?
All right, joke one. What did Darth Vader say about his new boat slip?
What did Darth Vader say about his new boat slip? I don't know. What did he say?
Welcome to the dockside.
Yeah, I love that.
Santa's boat slip.
That was written for you, Bird.
Yeah. Okay.
Second joke. Why was the pastry chef dishonorably discharged from the military?
I don't know. Why was he?
Because he was a deserter.
Oh.
Pastry chef?
Dessert
Deserter?
comedy?
Yeah.
Were you
Deserter?
inspired last night at the party while you were attacking the moose?
I ate so much moose. It was ridiculous. In fact, I'd say 75% of the food I ate last night was dessert.
At one point, I go, Denny, do you want some more moose? He goes, no more moose, no more moose.
That's why y'all couldn't catch a buzz. You got to go to the bar, not the buffet.
So if I was getting my drink on, I wouldn't eat it all.
Yeah.
I like it to
that's
hit
right.
quick.
You weren't drinking at all.
Virginia's office party tips.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time on the food.
Who goes to an open bar and doesn't drink? The willpower.
It's tough on a Wednesday, you know. All right, third joke for you guys. Why was Zeus doing a 2-for-1 drink night?
Zeus doing a 2-for-1 drink night? I
The
don't know.
Greek god.
Yeah, why was he doing a 2-for-1?
Because it was Hades night.
Hades night. Okay. Fans of Greek mythology are just rolling on that one.
If you love it. Let's see. Fourth joke. What did the sweet potato say to Popeye?
What does sweet potato say to Popeye? I don't know what to say.
I am what I am. It's pretty rough, I get it.
It's good.
It's pretty rough. I get it.
I think you got me in stitches, dog. So.
And final one for you. I'm sure you guys all see that Toys R Us is coming back.
Again?
Yes, for a second
This
time.
is the fifth time?
Yeah. So
Okay.
what did Jeffrey say when asked if Toys R Us is coming back?
I don't know. What do you ask?
You bet giraffe it is.
You bet giraffe it is. Okay, there we go. There we go.
Nice.
Yeah, that's right. Tip your bartenders. All right, we got a whole bunch of confessions that people have been sending in here to the show for a while. Thank you very much. Very interesting things. We all do bad things. Don't sweat it. Just kind of entertaining to live out your devious nature on the radio. And you can do it anonymously, too. Look, nobody is perfect. Listen to these confessions here that people have been texting in. 877-979-WRMF. One text says, I like to watch KVJ TV to see Jaybird because I find him so attractive and I fantasize that one day he's going to see me out in public and just fall madly in love with me.
Okay, let's make this happen.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're in the chat room. Who are you? Show yourself.
They text in.
Oh, okay.
Well, they need to meet us Saturday morning and plant some trees and plant some seeds of love.
Oh, yeah, you plant a tree, Jaybird will plant you. Right?
Get them, Bird.
Yeah, are we
Fertilize.
right? Yeah, huh?
Fertilize.
Yeah, right? Fertilize, baby, yes.
That's what Kevin has. Fertile eyes.
Fertilize, I do. I got a confession here. It says, I once ran into Jaybird in Publix a couple years ago. I said, hey, Jaybird, and he ignored me, so I flipped him off, and he didn't notice.
Damn. What a douche.
I did not ignore him.
That man is cold.
Whatever. I'll talk to everybody.
Yeah, you talk to people too much.
I do.
It's kind of annoying. I'm
Yeah.
like, can we go?
I probably
You must have been in your own world. You're thinking about
definitely-
cereal or something. Yeah.
Sometimes I'll hear someone say something, and I don't know if they said my name or not, but then I don't want to be, hey, did you say my name? When they didn't.
Yeah,
So
right.
it's kind of
Yeah.
weird.
That's
is,
awkward.
Yes.
This confession says, I get happy when Kevin, Virginia, Pandas, and any KVJ member sport team loses. It's just happiness because you guys are like family. Okay.
That's some cold
That
stuff
is-
right
that is
there.
cold.
It is.
There's coldness everywhere.
Yeah. Somebody confessing here says, yeah, I don't know how to tell my boyfriend that his friend's wife is annoying. He thinks they are great, but she is kind of a bunghole.
Oh, boy.
That is tough, yeah.
I think you got to suck it up. If he loves them so
Yeah.
much and you're annoyed by them, let them have their fun. You got to just
Okay.
maybe drink more and just chill.
Sometimes you do have to have an extra drink.
Yeah.
Confession here says, my partner likes to have the TV volume on an even number, and when he's not looking, I change it to an odd number, and I just sit there feeling smug of the idea that if he knew it was an odd number, he'd flip out. I don't even know why I do it, but for some reason it satisfies me.
That's amazing.
Interesting.
You both got some things you need to address.
Yeah, it was just kind of odd there. Someone else confessing said, my ex-husband is marrying a woman with the same name as me.
What?
And I have this crazy urge to re-gift the framed, personalized wedding day cross-stitch that my sister made us, but I'd have to unpick the date of what she put on it.
Oh, I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
Unpick the date and have your sister recross stitch it.
It's a great statement. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Another confession says, when I was 9, I saw a poem that I liked, and so I pawned it off as my own. My mom was so proud, she showed my teacher, who then entered me into a big local poetry competition.
Oh, no.
I got on stage and I wound up winning, but the whole time I delivered my plagiarized prose, I knew I was standing on a stage of lies.
Oh, no.
Oh, you won the contest with someone else's poem.
And she never got busted?
Never got busted, I guess. Apparently
Wow.
nobody there never really knew anything about poetry.
You could easily do that in some circles.
Wow.
Good for you.
Okay. This confession says, I'm a waitress at a venue that does at least several weddings a month. And over 4 years of working here, I've slept with 8 best men, 2 wedding DJs, and was even propositioned from the couple for a threesome.
Wow, she must be hot. Send pics.
Okay, interesting. That's really spiking up her love life. This confession says, back in medieval times, warriors would pee sitting down because standing up would leave them vulnerable to a surprise attack. Now, actually, I have no proof of this. It's just the reason I gave my friend when he walked in on me sitting to pee.
Bird says it's very freeing.
It is. I never sit to pee in public, but if I'm at my house,
Yeah.
I sit to pee. Why would I not? It's very comfortable.
It's cleaner. It's relaxing.
I know some dudes have
Yeah.
an issue with it. They really get fired up when I talk about that.
You brought me into the world. Now that's all I do at home.
Now, if it's at a gas station or out in
No,
a bar,
yeah.
oh, hells no.
Yeah. No.
Gross.
No, even girls, we hover at the gas station.
If you're going to the bathroom at a gas station, it's all gone horribly wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you have to.
It's gone wrong.
This confession says, I work for a jerk for a boss at a big arcade. We've got a wireless microphone to make announcements for birthdays and such, and last week I turned the mic on and I dropped it behind the toilet when my boss went poo. The whole place heard all his disgusting sounds. He was livid when he found out and fired another employee he was sure had done it. It's okay, though. That guy was a jerk, too. Oh, geez.
You can get in some criminal issues with that, too. You can't film and do stuff with people in the bathroom.
I keep that one anonymous.
Some dude from Sirius or XM, one of those things got fired for recording an employee while they're going to the number 2.
Oh, yeah.
As a joke. He's a radio guy.
Wow.
Ain't gonna fly. This confession says, I was in the Army for 24 years, and the only things I learned was righty-tighty, lefty-loosey when I'm doing bolts. And I also learned how to open beer bottles with a belt buckle.
I'll tell you what, that lefty-loosey, righty-tighty has helped me out in so many situations.
It works.
It does.
Apparently, that's all you learn in the Army. This confession says, I bought my mother-in-law a mug which says, if you were a flower, I'd pick you. She loves it. But the truth be told, because a picked flower will almost likely die in a week or so.
Oh, damn.
Oh, that
is cold.
That is really, it's just.
She's all happy.
Yeah. Oh, look how much she loves me. And meanwhile, you're wishing her to die. Okay. All right. Somebody said, I run a successful small digital marketing agency, mainly doing websites, newsletters, and digital marketing collateral. I charge an absolute fortune while outsourcing most of the work to a freelancer in Bangladesh who charges peanuts. Not sorry.
Wow.
Are you a jerk or are you just good business?
I think you're playing the system.
Playing the game.
You're winning.
I guess so. If people are satisfied with your work, you're making the money. Wow. Another confession here that somebody texted in, 877-979-WRMF, says, I wish I'd known before having children quite how much of parenthood would be involved suppressing the urge to tell my kids to F off.
That's real.
Jeez, okay.
That's got to happen a lot.
Oh, the things I mutter under my breath.
Okay, all right. So a lot of parents who confess that.
One of them heard me the other day, and I was like, oh, I'm just kidding.
What'd you say?
I said something really nasty.
You called them a name?
I can't remember what. I definitely called a name.
And they heard you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a good whisperer.
No, you are not. Whispers Sinicki.
This confession says, those ads for the squatty potty worked on me. I bought myself one, and while yes, it does ease the passing of poo, it also leads to disturbingly long single-piece poo sausages that just shoot right out of you.
Oh.
Okay. They don't put that in the commercial for the squatty potty.
But isn't that the goal? I mean,
I think
don't you feel
is.
happy after you get off the pot?
It may alarm you that it came out looking like it did, but I think that's all supposed to be good and healthy, at least according to Oprah.
You're good with your words, but they were disgusting.
Yes. And final confession here says, I told my coworkers I have IBS, and that's why I go to the bathroom multiple times a day. In reality, I'm just trying to avoid customers and taking a few minutes to myself.
I feel like you could have gone a different way than saying you have the ibs.
Yeah, now you're known for IBS.
But if you don't care about being the gross guy at work, this is kind of brilliant.
If you don't care about, being ibsy, as they'll call you.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. Okay. Thank you very much. Those confessions you can get to us, 877-979-WRMF.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
I don't know if you know this, but you can take golf carts on a golf course, but not your actual car. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. There's apparently a lady in Vero Beach that did not know that. There's quite the interesting dash cam video of a woman who is just ripping through the Grand Harbor golf course in Vero.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Cops tried to pull the woman over about 1 p.m. and she went, took off and then drove right through the golf course gate and is on the course trying to elude the police.
Damn.
But they're able to stop her. They did that maneuver where they box her in. But, the one thing, I'm sure the groundskeeper, is they turn her car, her wheel digs in and just rips out the fairway. Just gone.
The groundskeeper's got his head in his hands.
Oh, what a mess. Yeah, she was taken to the hospital for medical clearance and then arrested. So
kind of squirrely for Vero.
Yeah.
It's usually a little more
They get a little
peaceful than
squirrely.
that.
Yeah, they believe it or not, they can get a little squirrely there in Vero. We've had a few from there.
That feels like a Del Rey thing, though.
Does it?
I can see somebody like getting squirrely in Del Rey. But Vero, I always think I have more respect for Vero.
To me, that's got Pizzle written all over it.
Yeah.
Again, I love me some Pizzle.
It's
It's not a knock
Pizzle.
on the Pizzle.
Okay.
People think I'm always ripping on the Pizzle. Pizzle, you're my people.
Another interesting driving story that remains a mystery today. I don't know if you saw the footage of the Coast Guard with the car that was teetering on Niagara Falls yesterday afternoon.
Oh my gosh, what happened there?
It is a 66-year-old woman, and they don't know if she intentionally drove into the water or if she just ran off the road and wound up, and her car was like 50 yards from the brink, right from the falls on the American side.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and people are like, oh my gosh, that car is going to go over the falls. And it's in freezing waters there. It's very cold in that area right now. And unfortunately, by the time they got to her, she was already dead.
She was dead.
Yeah.
From
so
hypothermia?
I don't know what it was. I don't know if maybe she passed away at the wheel. So it's still kind of a mystery. But the footage was all over the place. So they're still trying to figure out what happened
Could it
in
be
that incident.
Murder?
I guess it could be.
Somebody's murder hopeful.
I
No,
know.
I'm not. I'm never murder hopeful. I've just been watching a lot of Dateline.
Yeah.
He keeps murder hope alive, ironically.
I really don't. I don't like being painted with that brush.
Well, I got a man in Singapore that went out for a walk last week and encountered 20 otters.
Oh, that's fun.
I don't know if 20 otters would freak you out, but apparently they should.
Did they want to play? Because
No.
I'm here. I want to play.
No, they wanted to attack him.
Oh, crap.
They did. In just 10 seconds, he was bitten 26 times.
Oh, my gosh.
We have otters here in Florida.
Do we?
Yeah, Denny, don't you have otters? Yeah, he's got a bunch of otters in his lake area.
Yeah, so otters do not play, if you did not know. So
Wow, they bit him?
Yeah, I mean, but 26 times in 10 seconds, 20 otters come in at you. Luckily, he had a friend with him that was distracting the otters. That shoe otter. They said otherwise he would have died.
Oh, my gosh.
Could you imagine death by otter?
These otters are kind of like a gang.
These godless otters.
We know gentle otters. Emmett otter, Ma otter.
The otter at the zoo that like swims in this little otter habitat, he looks so peaceful.
They do. They look awesome, right? And you think they're fun. So imagine if you got a hooligan gang of 20 otters coming at you.
That love the taste of human flesh.
What do? They get together and be like, hey, let's take this guy out? Like, what is going on with otters?
I was watching some of Denny's otters, and they were putting on a show for us. And I looked at Denny's and said, I wish I could swim like an otter. They just go. They're so
graceful.
graceful.
They're beautiful to watch underwater.
Showing the belly, their belly to the sun. Oh, it was great.
They do like these rolling maneuvers
Yes.
underwater. They're pretty slick.
Don't be fooled by them, Virginia. Don't be fooled. That's what they do. They look all cute and adorable to try to like bring you in, and then they jump you with 19 of their buddies.
I'll never turn my back on an otter again.
No.
They're so gonna get me.
They'll take you out. Death by otter.
I'm going to put 18 otters in your pool and just watch this play
I
out.
wouldn't even hate on it. I'd love it.
Another odd animal attack. A woman in Massachusetts was hanging her Christmas lights in her yard when she sees a raccoon. She's like, oh, hey, raccoon. It lunges at her and latches under her arms with its jaws. And this thing was a 40-pound raccoon.
Well, that's not the Christmas spirit.
No.
Have you seen that one video of that dude? He goes out to his porch, and I believe he's got either hot dogs, all of these.
Oh, raccoons love a hot dog.
Oh, I've seen that guy.
50
Yeah,
raccoons, and they're like snuggling with them. He's petting on. He's touching them.
I have seen that. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, army of them. Like if they talked and got together, they could kill that guy. They could take him out, kind of like the otters did at the last story.
And those raccoons are like keeping that guy around because he's feeding them delicious hot dogs.
Yeah, yeah.
When the hot dogs run out, is it time's up for him?
Oh yeah, he's the new hot dog. He's the new hot dog.
He will be the new hot dog.
All right, guys, curtains.
Unfortunately, this raccoon that latched onto this woman was rabid too.
Oh boy.
They say she was fighting with this thing for 5 minutes, and finally it ran off.
Damn.
And she went to the hospital to get her tetanus shot and to deal with the broken ribs the raccoon gave her.
Damn.
Think about a solid 5 minutes fighting with a raccoon. That's a long time to go square off with the raccoon.
This raccoon was good.
It's a long 5 minutes.
Who wins, you or 3 rabid raccoons?
Raccoons, within a minute, they take me down.
You or 20 hooligan otters?
I think I join them. I think we get each other. Otters do not get me.
You can beat the otters?
The otters, I think they don't even want to fight me. We end up swimming together.
Oh no, they take you out. These are the attack otters that took this other person out. They come
We know
for
you want to find new friends, but that ain't how Kevin's scenario plays
That ain't
out.
how these otters are coming at you.
The otters eat my brain.
Yeah. Do you think you'd take 20 otters, Virginia?
No. 20's too many.
You couldn't take 20 of anything.
You're right.
Give me 20 of anything.
20 squirrels? You couldn't take 20 squirrels?
If 20 squirrels decided to go against you, just one on 20, you are done.
I don't think so.
Yeah, 20 squirrels
I
will
think
take
you
you
can
out.
kick and flail so much. You boof, boof, boof. I'd be punching squirrels right and left.
And they're going to send in the front line, and then they're going to come around and get you in the back.
They go for your butt.
They are. They're going to burrow.
Not that I want this to happen, but I want this to happen.
All right, let's call.
I'm telling you, you are underestimating South Florida squirrels, brother.
Really? I'm wrong on this?
Does anybody have a squirrel connection?
I'm telling you, saw them at my old townhouse.
It would get violent, though, and there would be death. There would
Someone's
be death.
dying.
Yeah, someone's dying.
Could you take 20?
It's a cage fight to the death.
Could you take 20 barnacle-nosed ducks if they all decided to turn on you?
Yes.
They're flying at you?
Yeah, I could.
Quacking and snacking?
Yep, I could.
I could, by the way, play this game with you all day long.
Okay.
Kevin is very confident.
I am. I think I could do. I don't. Yeah. How can you not?
Kevin he doesn't understand.
If I started upright and they didn't like attack me when I was on the ground and they overpower me that way, but if I start upright in a fighting stance, I got it.
And if 10 of those ducks decide to fly and peck at your face, you're done.
No.
You're done.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
This is a fun game.
They're going to whip up some Kevin a l'orange. Yeah, turn them tables, duck.
Okay. All right. We'll see. Now, this is kind of crazy. I did not realize that otters are the a-holes of the animal world, but there was a story about 20 otters that attacked this dude and bit him 26 times in just a matter of minutes. And if his buddy wasn't there to try to shoo off all these attack otters, they say he would have died. And people are texting and saying, yeah, otters are actually very vicious. Don't be fooled by how cute they swim around. Somebody said, we got a group of 4 otters that swim around in the lake behind my house, and everybody is warned to stay away. Keep your animals away from these otters. They are a-holes.
They do look cute. In fact, by the Duffys off Village, Kev, there are otters in that lake that chill and always popping their head up. Kind of, and I think people feed them too.
I had no idea we were surrounded by otters.
A lot of otters.
Yeah, how about that?
Otters in the waters, Virginia.
You know what's on Broadway in New York City right now?
Emmett Otter, Jug Band Christmas.
Emmett Otter, the Christmas musical.
Yeah, it's the Jug Band Christmas, right? Yeah,
totally.
Somebody said I was watching Planet Earth and they showed otters, 20 of them, taking on a crocodile in the Nile River.
Did the otters win?
It sounded like they were working that crocodile over.
Damn.
to the point where they're covering it. It was at least a draw.
I mean, that's just crazy stuff, isn't it?
I underestimated the otter.
Well, Kevin is also underestimating the South Florida squirrel. He thinks he could beat up 20 squirrels. There's no way. If they wanted to, if they all were evil.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, they could be nasty. I think that I would wind up having a squirrel as a weapon. I would take him by the tail, and it would be like squirrel nunchucks. I'd be hitting squirrels with squirrels.
You haven't been to the fire, man.
Remember when you were scared of one mockingbird, Kevin?
Well, that thing was nasty.
Okay.
That's a different... Birds freak me out on top of it, and they can fly, and they can go for your eyes.
You got worked the hell over by one single solitary mockingbird.
That's why I'm kind of shocked you were so, I don't know.
I respect your ballsy attitude.
When I said 20 ducks at the same time attacking Ralston, he don't stand a chance.
He scoffed at the ducks,
He
though.
did,
yeah.
I think he really would want the fight.
Barnacle-nosed ducks would take you out.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm not buying it. Not buying it. I just don't see it happening.
Get him, Kev.
Yeah, I am.
You can't have any weapons, though. It's You with just your hands and them with their
That's
beaks.
it. Yeah. That'd be me. I'd make it work. I'm very confident with this.
We can't even set this up. I want to see this.
I know.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Yeah, so I can hold on to my confidence. I'm pretty good.
You'll never have to prove it.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm going to stand by it. I can do it. One of our favorite musical friends is back again this year. It is Wellington Winterfest with Vanilla Ice. 14 years ago, he let me know the other day that we started by doing this fun little thing called the Vanilla Ice Holiday Block Party.
Dang, you old.
Yeah.
Oh, I closed that thing down.
Yeah, you
yeah.
did. I think you spent the night there.
It was me and my girlfriend at the time. We were the last ones to leave that party.
We were younger, it was wilder, but now it's kind of morphed and transformed, and now it is all about getting toys for our charity Little Smiles, and this is what Vanilla Ice put up on his social media.
Guess what's going down this Friday? Winterfest. Winterfest is in Wellington here in Palm Beach, Florida. We're playing a free concert for all the families, the kids, everything. This is just to bring in the holidays. Also for Little Smiles, bring a toy donation. It all helps out. So Christmas tree lighting, Santa Claus is going to be there. We've got tons of food trucks, beverage trucks, exhibitors. I mean, there's so much to mention. I can't even go there. But get in where you fit in this Friday, Wellington Winterfest. It's going to be at the amphitheater.
All right, very nice.
I love it.
Yeah, Rob is on with us right now. He's in Dallas, Texas. What's going on, Rob?
What is happening, guys? Good morning.
Good morning,
Good
Texas.
morning, man.
Yeehaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like doing that out here. You guys say y'all, and well, Virginia, you say it anyway. But,
I do. I'd fit right in with my bumpkin ass.
And another word they use here is fixing them.
Yeah.
Fixing,
yeah.
Fixing to.
I'm fixing to come join you in Texas, Vanilla Ice.
Mhm. Yep.
Well, we're fixing to have the Winterfest.
Nice.
Yeah, always a really cool event. If people haven't checked it out, the thing that's neat too is they got a really big stage there, and so I know the kids will come up on the stage and they're kind of part of the show and they get interactive with it and have a lot of fun, and so it's always a fun thing to check out.
Well, that's what it's all about. You know, the kids, the holidays, having fun, you know, and you and I have started this, my friend, many, many years ago, and we brought many, many smiles to many, many people. And you guys and Virginia and everybody with Little Smiles and all that have shown me, you know, a great charity and a great cause. So we've shifted gears through the years, you know, and now we're really doing some great stuff and having a great time doing it. So just honored that you guys have been here with me for all these years, and we're still doing it. And all the neighbors that we have, all the great, you know, neighbors we have around, you know, Palm Beach area that come out and attend. It's just a magical event. And
Well,
we
Little
really enjoy it.
Smiles is so lucky to have you. Vanilla Ice has been amazing. Rob has donated tens of thousands of dollars.
Crushing our Wheel of Fortune.
Crushing
Yeah.
it on every game show he goes on, all the celebrity ones, Family Feud, Wheel of Fortune.
Hey,
and
yeah.
he makes Little Smiles the beneficiary, and that is so awesome. You are a local hero, and we're so lucky to call you a friend.
I love you guys. The holiday spirit is in the air.
Yay!
Rob, a quick question. Did you get to talk to Pat Sajak a lot? How was your moments with Pat?
Yeah, Jason, hey, he's a cool guy, and he still looks the same. I mean, and Vanna, too, you know? I mean, I'm like, how do you guys, you know, do that? You've been in, I don't know, on the air 50 years or something and still doing it. Ratings are still way up. You know, I think it's the longest-running game show on the earth. So
Yep.
to have that kind of success and that long, I mean, I wonder if their first day on the job, they knew they were going to just, this is going to be it forever. You know?
What a gig, huh?
Yeah,
What
it turned
a
into a
gig.
forever.
Yeah, what a game. Was there anything that you noticed from either of those game shows that we have not seen by watching it on TV? Something that happens in the green room or happens behind the scenes of either show? Or is there any kind of hack that you figure out while you're on the show?
Well, there's it's pretty close to what you see on TV, and it's a little bit harder because, you know, watching it on TV, there's no pressure. You're watching it trying to guess something, and you don't have the whole, you know, reality of being in there and spinning the thing and getting confused and trying to think of words that you can't think of. And it really puts pressure on you. So I was nervous as heck in there. I really was. I mean, I'm trying to guess this stuff. And then I'm going against this guy, Andy Richter, who's like a crossword champion.
Yes.
Me,
Right.
it was a good challenge. I loved it. It was good, and I did good. Better than I thought I would.
That's awesome, man. Well, let everybody know, because I know you got so many projects going on with all the shows that you're doing on TV, the I Love the 90s tour. What exactly have you been doing, and what do you have coming up next?
Well, everybody wants to go back to the 90s right now. So the I Love the 90s tour has really taken off. We're booked every weekend, and, I told him I can't do it during the week because I have to film, the Vanilla Ice home show.
Right.
So we've got a new season of the Vanilla Ice home show coming. We've been filming that. We got Guy Fieri, who just actually moved to Palm Beach.
Oh.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And I'm building his house actually right now, so he's going to be on the first episode.
That's
I'm building
cool.
an awesome outdoor kitchen. Wait till you see Guy Fieri's outdoor kitchen that Vanilla Ice is building.
I love it. That's awesome.
Well, when he told me you got to build my kitchen, I was like, oh, your kitchen? Okay. I got to go big, boy.
Yeah, it's got to be the best
Yeah,
outdoor
no doubt.
kitchen ever.
Yeah, and you do.
Ever. So I'm going to invite you guys over when we finish it, and it's on the water. We're going to sit there and have some pina coladas and let Guy Fieri cook for us.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
You guys' Christmas present. I'm going to do that for you.
That's
Oh, my
unbelievable.
gosh.
That's great, man.
I'm so excited.
All right, man. Well, have a great time in Dallas, and we'll see you back in Wellington tomorrow night, bud. Good talking to you.
You guys are the best. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Bye, y'all. Travel safe now.
Yep. That's awesome, man. All right, buddy. Be good, man. There's so many great events. I love the holidays, and we're in season. And just, heck, even tonight, you got Jimmy Buffett is going to be at the, I Think, Financial Amphitheater. And I don't know if you heard, but that cruise ship that goes out of Port of Palm Beach, they're revamping it. He's, his Margaritaville line, they're doing a whole new Margaritaville.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, that is going to be in Melbourne. And now they've taken the Bahamas Paradise Cruise Line, which does the daily trips to the Bahamas out of Port of Palm Beach, and they're going to be doing a Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville at sea. It's going to start on April 30th, and they're basically revamping the whole thing to have a Jimmy Buffett theme. It's got Land Shark sports bars, 5 o'clock somewhere bars. They've got the Fins Up Fitness Center.
I sent it to Suits yesterday, and he's like, I already knew about this.
Yeah, I figured, yeah. Yeah. If you want to get a 2-night voyage, you can book them now at margaritavilleatsea.com. That's going on. So he's going to be performing tonight at the amphitheater. Then you've also got the 50th Annual Holiday Street Parade in Boca Raton going on tonight, and it kicks off the Palm Beach Food and Wine Festival, going to be at multiple locations. I don't know if Guy Fieri is going to be a part of it or not.
If he's here, I would assume yes.
You are going to one event. I know, Virginia. That's going to be the Kids Cooking with Robert Irvine.
Yes, I go to this every year with the kids. My kids love it. Magnolia grew up doing it every year, and now this is the first year that we're going to introduce Rocco to it.
Is that Restaurant Impossible?
Yes.
The British guy.
Yeah, the British guy.
I love that show.
So my friend Chef Daryl is on the show with him. He's like one of his main chefs.
It's a good show.
And yeah, Robert is going to be leading the whole thing for the kids cooking. A second session on Saturday. I'm so pumped.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, me and Dennys is doing something. We have an event, right? We have an event tomorrow. Me and Danny, Krampus Night, American German Club.
Oh, yeah, you're at the Oktoberfest place.
Yes, they have an event tomorrow that we're going to be at.
Okay. So, like I said, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, there is.
I'm kind of trying to give you the details.
Okay.
Danny's just texting them to me.
I selling it well. There's also a Palm Beach Food and Wine Festival event you might like, Jay Bird. It's called Bubbles and Bites, a Yacht Rock Experience.
Oh, my gosh. What is that?
We'll get the details on it, but that's one of the features that they have.
Where's that going to be? I want to go to that.
That does sound fun.
We'll check that out. So that is going to be going on this weekend. Tomorrow on the KVJ Show, we'll give you the full rundown. I got the information here for you, Jay Bird. If you want to check out the Bubbles and Bites, a Yacht Rock Experience, part of the Palm Beach Wine and Food Festival that kicks off today. This event is going to be on Saturday at the PJ National Resort and Spa at the outdoor Cadillac Pavilion. It says, chill out with a glass of bubbly in hand while listening to the silky sounds of the best of 70s and 80s soft rock.
I'll wear my Christopher Cross t-shirt.
Yeah, you could. Chefs Lindsay Autry, Jeremy Ford, and Miguel Santiago going to be creating the light bites. Obviously going to be cocktails out there.
Lindsay had that restaurant, The Regional, over on Okeechobee, that beautiful spot they put in kind of by Ruth's Chris.
Yeah.
She did some great, amazing stuff.
I think they have an event at the Regional for the Food and Wine Fest, and that's cranking back open again.
Nice.
So that's going to be happening.
Yeah, there is. There's a sold-out event at the Regional on Friday.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Jaybird, it's $200 per person. So there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get me with words, bites. I like that. Oh,
bubbles and bites. It just sounds sexy.
I like that when they have that on menus too. The bite section. It always has extra snacks on there.
Something about it, right?
I love it.
Okay. If you're into a wine, they are now doing an Oreo flavored wine.
Ooh.
I'm trying to go the other way. I want less sugar.
Yeah, it's now on sale if this interests you at barefootwine.com/Oreo Thins. Now, you might know the name Barefoot Wine. They make all that budget wine that you see in
You forgot a word.
gas stations.
Low budget
Okay,
wine.
low budget wine. Yeah, so they've teamed now with Oreo to make it even more delicious. It's called the Barefoot Oreo Thins Red Blend, and for $25 you can get 2 bottles of Oreo wine shipped to you.
Ooh, get a couple bottles of Oreo wine in you, and then walk around the yacht event, the Yacht Rock event.
Go into a diabetic coma.
Just my game. Soft, sugar and soft music.
Extra sugar.
Okay, there's your options. Well, I got an email here. What do you think about this? Apparently, this guy is with a girl that doesn't like the term girlfriend. Said, I'm 45 years old, and I've recently gotten into an exclusive relationship. So over the holiday, I was introducing her as my girlfriend. Well, after the Thanksgiving weekend, she confessed that the term girlfriend sounded awkward to her as she is also in her 40s. She thought partner was better, but that sounds like a same-sex relationship to me. I think the term is awkward. She didn't like the term lover either. So does the term boyfriend or girlfriend get awkward after a certain age? Is there anybody else over the age of 40 that doesn't like to be called boyfriend or girlfriend?
I see what they're saying, because we're not a boy, we're not a girl. I'm a woman, you're a man. So I get it.
But girlfriend's a term. Girlfriend, boyfriend means you're an item together. Don't get lost in the words.
Yeah.
Don't get lost in how the hot dog's made.
Yeah, I do agree on that. Because to me, I mean, I think it's just a term. But then, yeah, I mean, what would you use? Because it's like, all right, well, then what is the option? How do I dress you then if you're not my girlfriend? Because you're not a girl. I get it. You're a woman.
How about you're my girl, I'm your guy? It sounds like
It sounds like you have more to say, but I don't think you do.
It sounds like it's the beginning of a 50s song. You're my girl, I'm your guy.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like that's it. Okay, so if girlfriend, boyfriend's off the table, lover's off the table, partner's off the table, what else is left?
You don't like my girl, my guy? You guys don't like that?
My sweetie.
I think what she objects to is the girl term. So if she doesn't like girlfriend, I don't think she would like girl.
Right.
I think that's the issue she has.
Just maybe say friend. Let them figure it out.
Or who gives a frog's fat ass? It's
Yeah,
like you're getting caught up in terms here.
I think that's all I would do. I think if I were him and if he's looking for the right way to handle this, I would just say, this is my friend. She's like, oh, we're not more than friends. Be like, well, you didn't like girlfriend. And people understand what girlfriend means. I understand you're not a girl, but if you're going to be this difficult, I can't take you through the holidays. You got to go.
You settle high maintenance, I'm out.
Yeah, you're about to be ex-girlfriend.
I agree, right? Like, what are we doing here? I didn't even know it was a problem. But apparently it is a problem. There are some women, as they get, I guess, maybe even into their mid-30s, don't like being referred to as your girlfriend. In fact, a couple texts. One said, I hated the term girlfriend. I used significant other until we were engaged. And another text said, I'm 37, and yeah, I hate the term girlfriend, too.
I get it, because you're not a girl.
Yeah, okay. So what do you do then? What is a good option? Sammy in the KVJ TV chat said, yeah, I call my boyfriend my man friend. Okay. All these kind of feel awkward to me.
You know what I like from Sex and the City? You could call him your lover.
You know, and that was in the email. That's what he had said was lover.
But lover makes it seem like it's all about just the physical part of.
Well, if it's fun, it is.
But back in the day, people would call each other their lover, and it wasn't all about just doing the hibbity-dibbity.
And you would say it like this. You would say, I've taken a lover.
Right.
That's like the refined way to say, I'm going to slut it up this weekend. I've taken a lover.
I've taken some lovers.
Look at you.
Somebody said here in the South, it's old lady. There's my old lady. Somebody said, just shorten it up, say, this is my lady. That's, I don't know, what are we, in England? That feels odd, too. I think it's probably my favorite one of all the suggestions we got. Somebody said, I use better half.
Okay, that's cute.
It's complimentary. It's not necessarily age-specific. Celeste is on here from Port St. Lucie. This is what you use, Celeste, is better half?
Yes.
Okay.
Better half. That sounds sweet.
It does. It's a compliment in it. It's not awkward and, lover or anything else to trip over. So, and if they don't like that, then you need to dump them.
Quickly.
Totally.
You know what? Yeah, I got a new term for you. It's called my ex.
It's called being single. It's awesome.
Yeah. So there you go. Interesting. I did not know that was a thing, though. So if you are dating in that age range, get ready. Not everybody likes it. Coming up here in a couple of minutes, I'll run down our best Santa draft for today. It was any Santa who donned a suit in TV or film.
Jason has left the room because we're hungover and breakfast just arrived.
Oh, is that what he went? I mean, I never see him move that fast.
Well, he normally doesn't move that fast, but for an egg biscuit, you will see him hustle.
Oh my gosh, yeah, he got out of there so quick.
And he knows he's going to lose the Santa poll anyway, so he really didn't have to stick around to hear the results.
He doesn't necessarily care about it, huh?
I think he knows he lost.
Okay. Today on the KVJ draft, we did the best Santa ever in TV or film. And here's how it all shook out. Suits got the overall #1 vote, and he went with Tim Allen in the Santa Claus. That's a solid pick there. Many movies they made. He also went with Tom Hanks in The Polar Express, where he is the Santa in that. He's got that deep voice. I gotta tell you, that Santa kind of freaked me out, though. You ever seen that?
I like how you're disparaging Suits' list.
Well, I'm just saying, I got to do something to knock this kid off his block, right? He wins every week. Then he also went with Paul Giamatti and Fred Claus from 2007. Dennys went with Louis Winthorpe III. That's Dan Aykroyd's character in Trading Places. He gets drunk and is in a Santa suit, and he's eating a salmon, and it gets caught in his beard.
I love it.
So gnarly. Then he went with Jack Skellington in The Nightmare Before Christmas, and then the Killer Santa in Futurama. That was his 3. Virginia went with the Santa that was in the original Miracle on 34th Street from 1947.
I love that Santa. He's so good.
He is, yeah.
Oh, he swoops in and saves the day from the drunk, nasty Santa.
Yeah, got that good real beard, too.
He's the real Kris Kringle.
Yeah.
Real beard, I tell you what, it goes a long way.
Yeah. Then she went the other end of the spectrum with Willie and Bad Santa. And then Mickey Rooney, who voiced the Kris Kringle that becomes Santa Claus in Santa Claus is Coming to Town, the claymation from 1970.
I love Mickey Rooney.
I went with Ed Asner. He was Santa in Elf. Then I got Jim Carrey and How the Grinch Stole Christmas, where he puts on the Santa suit there. And then I went with Stan Francis, who voiced Santa in the claymation Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
It's a classic.
It is a classic. Bird went with Larry Drake in All Through the House. Then he went with...
You gotta make sure you let people know. It's from the Tales from the Crypt series, Kevin.
Oh, Tales from the Crypt. Okay. Tales from the Crypt.
He's putting that in the notes.
Yeah, All Through the House.
The notes that no one will read.
Then you went with Henry Corwin in The Twilight Zone.
Yeah, I kind of don't think I should have got paid for today's work. So if management's listening, you do not have... Dock my pay.
Just take this one off.
You're surrendering back your check.
This one's a freebie.
I'm volunteering my service today.
Yeah.
So if you volunteer, it's not bad.
Okay. And then you also went with Michael Scott when he put on a Santa suit in The Office.
Yeah, he's a great Santa.
Okay, so if you'd like to go vote, who do you think came out with the best list of 3? Go to the KVJ Show Facebook page and our Instagram. Coming up tomorrow morning about 7:40, we'll let you know who wound up winning the KVJ draft. We got the KVJ After the Show podcast going to be coming up here. You can watch it live on YouTube. Everything is there on demand as well, so anytime during the day you can check it out. It is bonus material, 30 minutes of unrated stuff that you can go and check out. Before we get to that, though, Jaybird is here to wrap up with his thought for the day.
Yes. Thank you, Kevin. There are 2 ways of spreading light: to be the candle or the mirror that reflects it.
What?
Life is short and the world is wide.
It's all about being light.
He yelled aboard.
Either you generate the light or you pass on the light.
But just
from
be the
another
light.
source.
And life is short, the world is wide.
Okay, all right.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.